Your $10,000 sitting in a regular Chase Bank savings account is only going to earn you just $1 in an entire year. That same $10,000 could be making you $500 right now at another bank. The truth is, most Americans are throwing away hundreds of dollars every year, keeping their money in the wrong place. But here's what the big banks don't want you to know. Moving your money takes less than 30 minutes, and you can start earning 48 times more interest immediately. And so after reviewing every major high yield savings account, I've evaluated each bank on a simple STD rating system to reveal the truth behind the marketing hype. I have found hidden fees, tricky requirements, and account limitations that some of these banks try to hide. Today, I'm going to break down 10 high yield options, ranking them from S tier, which is superior, the absolute best, to D tier, don't do it, avoid it at all costs. You'll see which accounts actually put money into your pocket based on real world use without just being focused on a flashy high APY. And if you stay to the very end of the video, I'll reveal a way for you to discover credit unions paying between 5 and 10% APY. So stick around for that. What's up, everybody? I'm Rashida, and I'm your guide to smart money moves. I started my own wealth building journey at the age of 17. I've grown my portfolio to 7 figures, and I did it all on a police officer's salary. So I know that it's possible for you to get there too, and I'm here to show you the way, so let's go. If you are keeping your money in the wrong savings account, that is like throwing cash in the trash every single month. And with today's high interest rates, you should be earning at least 3% on your savings right now at a minimum. And if that's not enough to motivate you, this is something that should make your blood boil. Banks are currently earning around 4.5% minimum on your money when they lend it out or they invest it with the Federal Reserve Bank. But what are they paying you? If you are at Chase or Wells Fargo, for instance, they're paying you 0.01% APY. That means for every $1,000 that you have saved, the bank is going to pocket about $45 minimum while giving you 10 cents. And remember, they are doing this with your deposits, your hard-earned money. And so this is exactly how online banks can offer you 400 times higher. They are simply sharing more of that profit with you instead of keeping it all. And so I know what some of you might be thinking, but Rashida, aren't interest rates falling? Is it even worth switching? The answer is absolutely yes. Let me explain why. While rates may drop as the Fed considers cutting rates, the gap between traditional banks and high yield accounts is still massive. And so even if rates drop by a full percentage point this year, you'd still earn 300 times more at the banks that I'm about to recommend compared to the big traditional banks. Now, your emergency fund and your short-term savings need to be easy to access. That's a non-negotiable. A high yield savings account is going to give you both safety and the highest possible return for risk-free FDIC insured accounts. And so don't let news about falling rates stop you from making a smart money move. And so in this video, I'll show you exactly which high yield savings accounts are worth your time and which ones are going to be a waste of your hard-earned money. I've spent weeks analyzing interest rates, fees, minimum balances, customer service, and special features to create a ranking that cuts through all that marketing hype. So watch all the way through because some of the results may surprise you, and I'm going to reveal my own personal favorite. Now, I'm going to rank these accounts using a very simple tier system. S tier is going to be superior, the absolute best available options on this list. A tier is going to be a bank with excellent choices with some standout features. B tier is going to be your decent options that gets the job done. C tier is going to be it's just okay, could be better. And again, D tier is don't even bother, a complete waste of your time and money. All right, so now it's time to dive in and see how these savings accounts stack up against each other. Let's start with the bank that almost everyone is familiar with, Chase Bank. Their standard savings account offers a 0.01% APY. Chase Bank also requires a $5 monthly maintenance fee, but it can be waived under certain conditions. A $300 minimum balance required to avoid any additional fees, and it's no secret that they offer a very extensive network of branches and ATMs. Now, this account is also going to offer very easy integration with other Chase products, for instance, loans, credit cards, or brokerage accounts. And so now let's put that interest rate that Chase is offering into perspective. If you deposit $10,000 in a Chase savings account and leave it there for an entire year, you're going to earn exactly $1 in interest. That is not enough to buy a coffee, anything really. What can you buy today for $1? I can't think of much. And so that pitiful 0.01% APY is going to be 400 times lower than what high yield accounts are going to offer you. And you will pay fees to Chase unless you meet their requirements. So as a matter of fact, it is very likely that you are paying Chase Bank to keep your deposits in that savings account. Why would you do that when a bank is willing to pay you to keep your deposits? And so where is Chase going to land in this ranking system? You might have guessed it. I'm placing Chase in the D tier. There is simply no scenario where their savings account makes financial sense when there's so many better options out there. Now let's take a look at SoFi Bank. They offer a high yield savings account with a 3.8% APY when you set up direct deposit of any amount. SoFi stands out with an impressive set of features that make it a complete money management platform. They have a product that's a combined checking and savings account with no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, early direct deposit. That means you can get paid up to 2 days early, and they offer 0.5% APY on checking balances, which is 50 times higher than a traditional bank savings account. All right, they're going to give you more to keep your money in checking than the big banks are in savings. This account is FDIC insured up to $2 million, which is much higher than the standard $250,000. You have access to 55,000 ATMs all over the country, and they also offer no fee overdraft protection up to $50 with direct deposit. But what really sets SoFi apart are their vaults feature. So vaults are essentially sub accounts within your main savings account that allow you to organize your money for different goals without opening multiple accounts. And so it's really cool because it gets rid of the problem of having one savings account when you have all of these different goals in mind for that money. So for example, I created different vaults for my emergency fund. I set up another one for a big trip that I'm planning to go on to Japan, and another vault for tax withholdings for my business income. And each one of those vaults is going to earn the same 3.8% APY that's set up on the main account. And you can very easily transfer money between all of these accounts. And so this feature has been a true game changer from my personal finance organization. SoFi also offers a really awesome money dashboard. It's called Financial Insights, and it lets you check your credit score, see where your money is going each month. It connects you to all of your other bank accounts and investments. It can help you track your home value in real time. And my favorite feature is that it allows you to track your net worth in one place. And all of this comes with free access to financial advisors, career help, and even protection if you lose your job at no extra cost. And so some of the obvious pros for SoFi Bank is that it's a legitimate bank with a banking charter. It's not just a fintech platform, so you know your money is safe. That 3.8% APY is competitive. Their comprehensive app puts all of your finances in one place, and the vaults feature makes saving intuitive and automatic. Now that we've gone over the great stuff, let's look at some of the drawbacks for SoFi Bank. You must set up direct deposit to earn the highest APY, and some users find that the app is a little busy with all of the promotions for other SoFi products being offered. So let's see where SoFi winds up on our tier list. I'm going to put SoFi in the S tier. While some banks out there are going to offer a slightly higher APY, none of them are going to provide the complete financial ecosystem that SoFi does. and that's very valuable. I feel like SoFi is banking reimagined for how people actually manage money in 2025. And speaking of saving money, you know what else could be draining hundreds of dollars from your budget every year? It's your cell phone bill. I recently looked at my own budget and realized that I was paying almost $90 a month for my phone plan. That is over $1,000 a year, guys. I knew there had to be a better way, which is why I've partnered with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. I made the switch a few months back, and honestly, I have not noticed any difference in call quality or data speed. And since making the switch, I have put this network through the test by streaming videos, taking Zoom calls, and using my navigation apps without any issues. The quality is just as good as my previous, much more expensive plan. Best part is that switching took less than 15 minutes. It was actually really easy to do thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones have now. You can sign up and activate right from your phone from the comfort of your own home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, no worries. Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. I was able to keep my phone, my number, and all of my contacts. Mint doesn't waste money on retail stores or salespeople. They deliver premium plans directly to you, which is how they can keep costs so low. And right now, for a limited time, you can get $60 off Mint Mobile's 12-month unlimited plan. That is just $25 a month for unlimited service on the nation's largest 5G network. So if you want to save money without sacrificing quality, visit the link in my description to get started, because the money you save could go right into that high yield savings account that we have been talking about. Now, let's get back to our high yield account rankings. Next up on our list is going to be CIT Bank with their Platinum Savings account. They're offering 4.3% APY, which sounds impressive. You do need to maintain a balance of at least $5,000 to earn that rate. CIT Bank is going to offer no monthly maintenance fees. The interest compounds daily on your account. They have some pretty solid digital banking tools, and the minimum to open this account is only going to be $100. Now let's look at the pros for CIT Bank. That 4.3% is very competitive by today's rate standards. There are no monthly fees, and CIT Bank has a pretty strong reputation in the online banking space. Now here's the drawback to this account. That $5,000 minimum balance requirement is significant, because if your balance does drop below that threshold, your APY plummets to just 0.25, which is a pretty dramatic difference. And so this could be a real problem for someone if they happen to withdraw a significant portion of their savings due to some sort of emergency. And so where does CIT Bank land on our list? I'm going to place them in the C tier. Now, while that 4.3% is excellent, that significant minimum balance requirement and massive drop in APY if you fall below it creates a major disadvantage for many savers. Without a doubt, this account is going to be good for someone with a very stable savings amount that won't fluctuate below $5,000. Now let's take a look at Marcus by Goldman Sachs, which offers a high yield APY of 3.9% right now, no fees and no minimum deposit requirements. Marcus offers some pretty solid features. They allow you to do same-day transfers to outside banks up to $100,000. They have a very user-friendly mobile app. The interest on this account compounds daily. And let's not forget that this account is backed by Goldman Sachs, which is one of the most prestigious and largest investment banks in the world. Now, the pros for this account is the 3.9% APY is very competitive. There are no fees to worry about on this account, which is why I love it. And those same-day transfers is a very nice convenience if you're someone that likes to get to your money fast. Now, the drawbacks to the Marcus account is that they have no physical branches. So if you're someone that really puts a lot of value on face-to-face contact with your banking, they can't offer that. And this account does lack some of the advanced features that we saw with SoFi, like savings vaults and built-in budgeting tools. So where does Marcus land on our tier system? I'm going to place Marcus in the S tier. Marcus is a solid, dependable option without many drawbacks at all. Marcus also has an excellent reputation with its customers, and they've won several J.D. Power awards for this. Next is going to be Axos Bank, which offers what they call the Axos One account, with the advertised rate being up to 4.8% APY on that high yield account. That is high for today's standards. They have the early payday feature, allowing you to get direct deposits up to 2 days early, access to over 95,000 fee-free ATMs, no monthly maintenance fees, no minimum balance requirements, and no overdraft fees. But here's where Axos gets a little tricky. To actually earn that 4.86% APY on savings and the 0.5% APY on checking, you need to meet very specific requirements. You need to maintain an average daily balance of $1,500 or $5,000 in your checking account. And if you don't meet these requirements, your rate drops dramatically to just 1% APY on savings and 0% on the checking. Plus, their definition of direct deposit is quite strict. Many transfers may seem like a direct deposit to you, but they won't actually qualify under the terms set forth by Axos. So where does Axos land on our list? I'm going to place Axos in the C tier. While that headline 4.8% APY looks amazing, their strict requirements to actually earn that rate mean that many people will end up with a much lower base rate. So this right here is a classic case of read the fine print before opening an account. Now let's take a look at our next bank, American Express. American Express is offering a high yield savings account with a 3.7% APY. And so like many of the online savings accounts, they don't charge monthly fees and they don't require a minimum balance. The interest rate compounds daily, and you're going to get access to the same world-class service that they are known for with their credit card products, and the ability to earn Amex reward points every time you spend using your debit card, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the great thing about this account is that there really are no strings attached. You don't have any crazy requirements to earn that straightforward interest on every dollar that you deposit with them. Now, the drawbacks to American Express is that they don't offer the physical branches, ATM access, or cash deposits, and they don't have as many features as some of the other competitors. So where does American Express land on our list? I'm going to place American Express in the A tier. While their APY is slightly lower than most competitors, the combination of rock solid reliability, exceptional customer service, and absolutely no hoops to jump through make American Express an excellent choice for many savers. Now, before we move on to our next bank, please take a second, see if you have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. I come here every single week with tips on how to help you save more of your hard-earned money and show you how you can turn your income into real wealth. Let's get back to our next bank. Now, let's take a look at Bask Bank. They offer a 4.3% APY on their high yield account with no minimum fees and no balance requirements. And what makes Bask Bank unique is that they have an alternative savings option, which is pretty cool. And so instead of earning cash interest, you can actually choose to earn American Airlines Advantage miles. Their mileage savings account gives you 2.5 miles per dollar saved annually. That means if you have $10,000 in your account for 1 year, you could earn either $435 in cash interest or 25,000 American Airlines miles. And this should appeal to anyone who is a savvy traveler who knows how to maximize mile value, that knows how to transfer their points out to a transfer partner. This could potentially be worth much more than the cash interest amount. And they have that unique option to earn airline miles instead of interest. Now, here are the drawbacks to Bask Bank. They have no physical branches and limited customer service options compared to most banks on the lists. So where does Bask Bank land? I'm going to place Bask Bank in the A tier because that competitive 4.3% APY combined with the unique miles earning option makes it an excellent choice, especially for someone that is travel savvy. Now, to sprinkle in a little bit of drama, we're going to make our next bank Wells Fargo Bank. I know that tons and tons of people have their savings at this bank, so let's take a look at it. They offer their Way to Save savings account which offers a 0.01% APY, which is identical to Chase's offering. They are going to require you to pay a $5 monthly maintenance fee. Their minimum deposit to open is only $25. They have physical branches and ATMs nationwide, and they have a save as you go feature that transfers $1 from your checking to your savings for each qualifying transaction. So they have a system in place to help people save money that don't get in the practice of it, and that's a good thing. Now, it goes without saying that the biggest drawback is going to be that APY. It's basically nothing. It's abysmal. So where does that put Wells Fargo on our list? It's no surprise. It's going to be in the D tier. That microscopic interest rate combined with fees makes this account a poor choice for anyone serious about growing their savings. Not to mention, Wells Fargo has a horrible history of committing fraud against their own customer base. Do you remember when they were fined billions of dollars after it was revealed that they opened millions of unauthorized banking and credit accounts in their own customers' names? You won't get my money. I'm sorry, no thank you. Our next bank is Lending Club. Now, Lending Club offers a high yield savings with a fantastic 4.5% APY, but there's a requirement that you need to set up direct deposit of at least $250 a month. So that is definitely something to be aware of, but it's not a huge hurdle to jump through. Now, this account comes with no monthly maintenance fees, no minimum balance requirements, early direct deposit access, and you get unlimited withdrawals. There are no stipulations on that. Now, the drawback to this account is that if you can't set up direct deposit, you won't qualify for that base rate. So let's take a look at where Lending Club lands on this list. I'm going to place Lending Club in the B tier. That excellent 4.5% APY with only a modest direct deposit requirement makes it one of the best options for a lot of working Americans. And last but not least on our account is Laurel Road. They are offering a 3.8% APY, no minimum fees, and no minimum balance requirements. Now, what makes Laurel Road interesting is that they actually have a huge focus on healthcare professionals and those with student loans. And so their product offers student loan refinancing options, student loan forgiveness consultations, relationship rate boosts when you use multiple services, and their interest does compound daily. So where does Laurel Road wind up on our list? I'm going to place them in the B tier. It's a good option, especially for healthcare professionals or those with student loans, which are a lot of Americans. But there are higher rates available, so that's the only reason it didn't land higher on our list, is because it could be a little bit more feature rich and offer a higher APY. Now that we've evaluated all 10 banks, let's look at our final rankings. So as you can see, SoFi has earned one of our S tier spots and is actually my top overall recommendation for a high yield savings account. And here's why. SoFi is a lot more than just a high yield savings account. It's a complete financial ecosystem, and it's designed to help you organize, grow, and manage your money effortlessly, which most banks do not offer. Their vaults feature completely changed how I saved money, and they have an excellent 3.8% APY and a 0.5% APY on the checking account that automatically comes with the savings. Now, if you decide to go with my top recommendation, which is SoFi, I included a link in the description below. And right now they're offering new users up to $250 when you open an account and set up direct deposit. That's like earning years of interest from a traditional bank account up front. The process takes less than 10 minutes to complete, and you can do it from your phone. Just download the app, enter your information, and you'll have access to it right away. And so this comprehensive approach means that you get to earn money in your checking account, in your savings account. You can organize your savings into those custom vaults, which is going to make goal tracking a heck of a lot easier. You get early direct deposit up to 2 days before your payday, in case you're going on a trip or you're in some kind of pinch. That money will be there earlier for you. And one of my favorite things about them is that you get access to free certified financial planners. I don't see any other banks offering something like that. Your money is going to be protected because it is FDIC insured up to $2 million, and you get to see your entire financial picture, including external accounts, on one dashboard. These features are going to save you time. They're going to help reduce your financial stress, and they're going to help you build wealth automatically. I switched to SoFi several years ago, and it really transformed how I manage my finances. The ability to set up transfers into 2 different vaults on payday means that my savings happen without me having to think about it. It's on autopilot. That money is just moving where it needs to go, and I never have to worry about missing a savings goal again. And so while banks like Axos may advertise that impressive super duper high APY, there are a lot of catches and caveats, and it's not very feature rich, okay? And so you have to really compare all of the things that these banks are offering. You can't just look at the APY. And so that's what I really want you guys to take from this video. There's so many competitors out there, but you need to go with whatever speaks to you as far as what you value.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry for interrupting this video, but I know I promised you guys a list of credit unions that are offering APYs between 5 and 10%. And I'm going to deliver on that promise. Please check the Market Watch link in the description for those list of banks along with those APYs. All right, let's get back to the video.
And now, if you are still using a D-tier bank like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, PNC Bank, you're literally giving away hundreds of dollars every single year, if not thousands. Choose the bank that fits your specific situation and watch your money grow. And if you are still watching this video at this point, drop a money bag emoji in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please check out my next video. I will see you guys in the next one. Again, I'm Rashida, and I'm out of here.